Money, it's often called the ultimate scorecard of success, the thing we're all chasing. But here's the million-dollar question. Does having money really mean you've won? Or is it what you do with it that truly defines your legacy? Think about it. Some of the wealthiest people in history ended up broke, while others, with far less, built empires of impact. Today, we're diving deep into why money alone the end game isn't. It's merely the tool. And the way you use it. That's the real game changer. By the end of this video, you'll not only rethink your relationship with money, but walk away with actionable insights to make every dollar count. Welcome to the game of life, where every tip could change your world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and activate those wild notifications so you never miss out on the next life-changing insight. We're on a mission to grow, and your support means everything. Share this journey with your friends, family, and anyone looking to level up their life. Thanks for being part of the game. Let's start with a question. Have you ever looked at someone with less money than you and wondered how they seem to be doing so much more? Whether it's the business that's thriving or a life filled with experiences, they seem to be living proof that it's not about how much money you have, it's about what you do with it. We've all heard stories about people who won the lottery and went broke in 5 years. Meanwhile, others start with next to nothing and end up creating empires. Why is that? Today, we're diving deep into the mindset, strategies, and lessons behind turning what you have, no matter how small, into something extraordinary. By the end of this, you'll walk away with not just inspiration, but actionable steps to make the most out of your resources. Stick around, because the reward is huge, a life where every dollar you spend or invest works for you, not against you. Oh, and I'll throw in a joke to keep things fun. Speaking of money, they say it doesn't buy happiness, but have you ever seen someone frown on a jet ski? Exactly. We live in a society that glorifies accumulation. More money, more cars, more gadgets, more everything. It's like we're in a never-ending competition to stockpile more than the next person. But here's the kicker. More isn't always better. Studies have shown that after earning a certain amount, around $75,000 a year for the average American, happiness plateaus. Sure, your bank account might grow, but what else grows? Stress, responsibilities, and often a gnawing sense of emptiness that all the stuff in the world can't seem to fill. Let's look at a real-life example. Remember Mike Tyson? At the height of his boxing career, Iron Mike earned over $400 million. He had mansions, luxury cars, and yes, even pet tigers. But despite all that wealth, he declared bankruptcy in 2003. Why? Because it wasn't about how much he earned, it was about how he spent it. Private jets and exotic animals might sound cool, but they're not exactly the best return on investment. It's a classic case of lifestyle inflation spiraling out of control. And here's another twist. All that excess can even backfire. Instead of feeling fulfilled, you feel trapped. Trapped by the need to maintain appearances, trapped by the pressure to keep up with what you've created. It's a vicious cycle that can leave even the wealthiest among us feeling poor in the ways that matter most. So the question isn't just, how much do you have? It's, what are you doing with it? Now compare that to someone like Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, yet he still lives in the house he bought in 1958. Why? Because he focuses on value, not extravagance. Ask yourself, are you chasing more without thinking about the purpose? What's your version of the tiger? Money is a tool, not a goal. Think of money as a hammer. If you know how to use it, you can build a house. If you don't, you can accidentally smash your thumb. The goal isn't to collect hammers, it's to use them wisely. Consider Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. She started with $5,000 of her own savings. Instead of spending it on flashy ads or an office space, she invested in creating a quality product. That $5,000 turned into a billion-dollar empire. The lesson? Focus on what your money can do, not just on having it. Money, at its core, is a tool that can build, grow, and transform. It's not about stacking bills for the sake of it. It's about giving each dollar a purpose. Imagine this. Instead of seeing your money as just numbers in a bank account, see it as a team. Each dollar has a job to do. Whether it's hiring your first employee to scale your business, investing in a course that sharpens your skills, or launching that side hustle you've been dreaming about, your money should be working as hard as you do. Now, let's make it personal. What's one thing you could invest in today that would change your tomorrow? Take a moment, think about it, and write it down. Maybe it's starting that blog, upgrading your tools, or even just setting up a rainy day fund for peace of mind. Whatever it is, don't let it stay as a someday idea. If you're thinking, I'll save it for later, here's a little wake-up call. Unused tools don't build anything. They gather dust, and dust doesn't pay the bills or bring dreams to life. Remember, the power of money isn't in having it, it's in using it wisely. So what's your next move? Don't let that dollar sit idle. Put it to work for the life you want to create. Quick break. If this video resonates with you, consider sharing it. Word of mouth is powerful, and we'd love for more people to be part of our journey. Think of the power of small choices. Let's talk about coffee. Yes, coffee. You've probably heard the cliche. If you just skip your daily latte, you'll save $5 a day, $35 a week, and over $1,800 a year. While that's technically true, it's not the coffee that's the problem. It's where your priorities lie. Instead of fixating on cutting out small joys, like your morning coffee or occasional takeout, shift your energy to the bigger picture. Ask yourself, what's truly holding you back from making the moves that could transform your life? For example, are you hesitating to invest in your dreams because it feels risky? Let's break that down. Sure, risk is intimidating, but it's also where growth happens. Every successful business you admire today started with someone making a small, scary choice. Steve Jobs, for instance, began Apple in a garage, not knowing if his vision would take off. That garage? It was his leap of faith. Here's the thing, staying in your comfort zone might feel safe, but it's also where dreams stagnate. Picture this, you're standing at the edge of a diving board, looking down at the water. You've got two choices, stay where you are, dry but stuck, or take the leap and feel the exhilaration of doing something bold. The same principle applies to your goals. Whether it's starting that side hustle, signing up for a class to learn new skills, or putting your savings into a passion project, it's those calculated risks that can lead to life-changing rewards. Remember, it's not about throwing caution to the wind. It's about being intentional with your choices. So instead of worrying about skipping your latte, think about the investments, big or small, that will bring you closer to your dreams. Because at the end of the day, the cost of inaction is far greater than the cost of trying. What's one small, scary step you can take today toward your future? Go ahead, dare to dive in. Take the story of J.K. Rowling. Before she became a billionaire author, she was a single mom living on welfare. She didn't have much, but she used her time and resources to write the first Harry Potter book in cafes. Imagine if she'd thought, what's the point? I don't have enough. What's your version of the Harry Potter manuscript? What small choice can you make today to bring it closer to reality? Here's a surprising twist. Some of the most successful people in life and business prioritize giving. Why? Because when you give, you create relationships, goodwill, and opportunities that money alone can't buy. Think about the story of Blake Mycoskie, the founder of Tom's Shoes. His journey is the perfect example of how generosity and business can go hand in hand. When he launched Tom's, he introduced a groundbreaking one-for-one model. For every pair of shoes sold, a pair was donated to someone in need. At first glance, you might think, how can giving away products be good for business? But here's the genius. It wasn't just about charity, it was about connection. Customers weren't just buying shoes, they were buying into a mission, a story, and a chance to make an impact. The result? Tom's didn't just thrive, it became a movement. Millions of shoes have been donated to children worldwide, and the brand itself turned into a household name. Giving wasn't a drain on resources. It became the core strategy that set Tom's apart in a crowded marketplace. People weren't just purchasing a product, they were participating in something bigger than themselves. Blake's story teaches us a powerful lesson. Generosity, when done right, can amplify success. It's not just about giving for the sake of giving. It's about creating a ripple effect that benefits both the giver and the receiver. So the question is, how can you weave giving into your own life or business strategy? Maybe it's as simple as mentoring someone, supporting a local cause, or offering your skills to help others. Whatever it is, remember this: giving doesn't have to be a cost. It can be the key to unlocking exponential growth and fulfillment. Pause and imagine giving part of your resources to give back, not just in money, but time, knowledge, or support. The return on that investment might surprise you. Here's the reward for focusing on what you do with your money: peace of mind, purposeful growth, and a legacy that goes beyond dollars. When you use your resources wisely, you're not just building wealth, you're building a life that reflects your values and dreams. Think about it. Do you want to be the person who has a lot but feels empty, or the one who uses what they have to create meaning and joy? Success isn't just about numbers in a bank account, it's about the impact you make and the fulfillment you feel. Money isn't the destination, it's the vehicle. It can buy comfort, but not character. It can open doors, but not purpose. The true value of money lies in how it empowers you to create, give, and grow. Whether it's investing in your dreams, lifting others, or building a life of meaning, it's what you do with your money that defines your impact. Now, here's your challenge. Take a moment to reflect. What's one small step you can take today to use your money intentionally? Share it in the comments. And if this video resonated, hit like, subscribe, and join our community of thinkers and doers. So, what's one thing you're going to do differently starting today? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if this inspired you, hit that like button and subscribe for more strategies to help you thrive. Remember, money might not be everything, but how you wield it can change everything. See you next time.